I don't know about you guys, but I'm having too much fun playing this game. It's just great. Look at this, though. This is a leak. Mechs are coming to Helldivers 2. Now, we've known about this for a while because we've seen this actually in the official trailers where they did tease mechs towards the end of that trailer. However, this is the actual first bit of footage we've got of the mechs in play. This is a leak, and it's been taken from the Helldivers subreddit. It's posted by the user Fozzy. So, yeah, I know it's a leak, and leaks are generally not great to cover. However, we already knew mechs were coming, so I just kind of wanted to show you guys this because it looks really good. It looks actually fairly close to being finished, and if it's in the game already at this point, then I don't think it's going to be very long until we get to play with these. And they straight up look like dreadnoughts out of Warhammer 40k, and I'm all here for that. That is actually insane. It looks like it's got auto cannons. This just looks sick. Look at that. It looks so good. I think the next thing we need though is capes for the mech. Like surely give the mechs capes or cloaks, whatever you want to call them, capes in it. I'm a superhero, it's capes. This has to be the single greatest job in the entire gaming industry. Check this out. We have an actual person with the title of Game Master. A single Helldivers 2 dev named Joel is pulling the strings on its galactic war like an all-powerful D&D Dungeon Master. War will become more and more sophisticated over time. How actually insane does that sound? That sounds awesome. So this is taken from an interview PC Gamer conducted with Johan, the head of Arrowhead Studios. We're going to break this down because it's got some really cool information, and already Helldivers is killing it when it comes to dealing with its community. As a live service game in this day and age, it's doing so well. Its communications are awesome. The way they get, it's just everything about this game. It's super fun, and that's what's driving it forward. And I think that's why I'm really enjoying it personally. It's just fun for the sake of being fun, which is what games should be. We have an actual person with the job title of Game Master, Johan told PC Gamer in an interview today. His name is Joel, and he takes his job very seriously. We have a lot of systems built into the game where the Game Master has a lot of control over the play experience. It's something that we're continuously evolving based on what's happening in the game. And as part of the roadmap, there are things that we want to keep secret because we want to surprise and delight. Now, I'm sure I probably wanted to keep mechs secret, although obviously I put the mech footage at the top of this video, but the mechs were already teased in official videos on the PlayStation channel. And as of now, the mech news is kind of all over the internet anyway. But yeah, mechs are going to be super cool. But what else is coming? This is what I like. I'm really excited to see what things are coming to this game because it almost feels like literally the sky is the limit. Dungeons & Dragons has been a major inspiration for Arrowhead. The studio aims to replicate collaborative, reactive storytelling of tabletop gaming in Helldivers 2, acknowledging the differences between designing a campaign for a small party versus millions of players. It's the same format when you build that for millions of players. It's just that you can't get as personal with every individual, but you can still do the same twists and turns. And honestly, I am here for this. This is so good because imagine playing a game where the story is dynamic and it changes. This isn't just set in stone. This isn't like Destiny or something where the story is just, that's the story, you play through it. Or even like the Overwatch campaigns, if that even continues. But just like static, that's old. This is dynamic and this is so cool. Honestly, this is awesome. Those twists, as explained by Arrowhead prior to Helldivers 2's release, can be as granular as giving specific player access to a special stratagem mid-mission to spice things up, but it also extends to larger narrativized events in the Galactic War. We got our first taste of these events a week after launch when the offensive campaign against the Terminids was interrupted by automaton invasions on the opposite end of the galaxy. And yeah, and if I remember rightly, we actually got access to, I think, a mine stratagem. Everybody got access to that for a while. That was before the automatons launched the attack. So maybe that was like a test of this system by the Game Master. Honestly, this is so cool. Like to think that there's somebody sitting there who is directing the war and is reacting to what's going on in the community as well. It's so good. Honestly, this is amazing. Arrowhead says it has predictions about how the war will play out and has devised set pieces that it thinks will be significant. But in true tabletop fashion, the story will change based on player behavior. In fact, it already has. Game Master Joel has already had to grease the wheels for the enemy a few times when the Helldivers community proved a little too efficient at spreading liberty. Can you just imagine him sitting there going, oh no, we're losing whatever planet. We need to get more reinforcements there. This is so cool. There have been some sudden moments where maybe one planet was too easy or one that was too hard, and Joel had to get up in the middle of the night to give the automatons a bit of reinforcement so the players don't take the planet too quickly. Another moment of improvisation was less obvious. After the community managed to liberate the first batch of Terminid planets faster than Arrowhead anticipated, there was an unplanned day of nothing happening before the automaton invasion was to begin. So Joel, in his infinite wisdom, decided, what happens when a faction wins a portion of a war? Well, they mine everything. That's where the incendiary mine segment came from. Players might remember this as a 24-hour period where the incendiary mine stratagem was available for free on all missions. A cheeky, if vague, moment of payoff. So yeah, I mean, that's like a little thing, and I kind of did reference it a little bit earlier on in the video. But yeah, we all got access to this stratagem, and it was sort of a nod from Joel saying, okay, you've smashed the Terminids, so what do you do now when you've controlled a load of land? Well, then you probably mine it, so when the Terminids come back, they die. Of course, the mines are not persistent, and they just, you know, it's per mission, the mines would be there. But pretty cool to think that they can do that. And like, honestly, like I said, the sky is the limit with this. Where are they going to go with this? I can't wait to see. It's so good. Johan says the team is also paying attention to the unexpected attachments players have developed with individual planets, like the now legendary Babylon Creek, the robot Vietnam. Oh no, we've all been there. We've all been there and been destroyed. We can't go there now though because the automatons have taken the planet. The planet recently fell into automaton control, and players are mourning the loss both because of its story significance and the fact that the planet is now inaccessible. And actually, when this planet was captured, I was still in orbit around it, and it was just, you just get the banner around the tactical map, I guess, or the strategic map, just saying the planet lost, retreat, and I'm like, oh no. We look at the individual planet. We look at the individual planets as there was a planet that we made that was good fun, and we have made so many of them, but the community's attachment to each planet is significant. So one of the things we're looking at internally is how can we reconsider these planets to become more of a character going forward. Again, this is awesome game design. Literally making the maps characters in the game, and they've got their own lore. Like, can you imagine where this game could be in a few years' time? I mean, there could literally be lore written of battles that are taking place now on these planets. It's so mental. What a game this is. You had like this really good connection between developing the game, releasing new updates, playtesting it with a very tight-knit group, and then deploying it to a larger audience. But that continuous improvement, that continuous development, and just being able to surprise people and get that immediate feedback from them, appreciating the content we're putting up, has been such a staple to me in how I view games as something that should be developed together with the community. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's I wanted to put this video together because I'm really enjoying this game, and the news around the game, it's so crazy. Like this element of organic sort of like story. I mean, hell, if you go and look on TikTok, you'll see tons and tons of videos about Robot Vietnam, you know. So the devs know, yeah, we can work with that, we can do stuff with that, we can change that, and they seemingly are able to do these things on the fly. Who knows what's going to happen with this game? And I think one of the issues with the game is you have to keep this fresh, right? You have to keep changing things up. And I honestly, genuinely look forward to logging into this game just to see what's happening, just to see how the wars are going. Like, what's going to be the next crazy thing? Who knows, right? This is going to keep you coming back. This is far better game design in 2024 than some sort of seasonal model that comes out every set number of weeks with battle pass cosmetics nobody cares about, or something that gives you story in segments and the story is static. It will not change. This is totally different. This is a take on co-op live service I've never seen before, and I think this is resonating with me really well, because in some ways I think deep down this is what I wanted Overwatch 2 PvE to be. And maybe it could have been that. I mean, I know I'm going off on a tangent here. This is the video about Helldivers 2. If you got this far into the video, you're like, well, we don't care about Overwatch 2. But Overwatch 2 had this thing where you had the map, and it was like all of the flashpoints happening over the world, and you would go to the various points and then, you know, complete objectives and whatnot. That could have been similar to the Galactic War map in Helldivers 2, but that wasn't to be. Anyway, Helldivers 2 is absolutely killing it. Arrowhead are killing it. Cannot wait to see where they take this game. It's just so much fun. It literally, you log in and you just go to war, and it's amazing. It's so good.